So we've decided to put a surgical team and crew into a submarine, reduce it way down in size, and inject it into an artery.
You mean I'm going along?
As part of the crew, yes.
Wait a minute. They can't shrink me.
Our miniaturizer can shrink anything.
But I don't want to be miniaturized.
Hello, Ken Spriggs here with a quick update on my Proteus build. I know it's been a few weeks, maybe even a month, since I posted a video, and I do apologize to my subscribers. I am still working on that, or going to be working on that. I had taken on a side project that you can probably see on my other videos of the Millennium Falcon, and as I'm prone to do, I start with something simple and I think I'm just going to build a kit and weather it, and then before I know it, I'm putting tons of lights in it and building other kits and making a diorama, and I tend to do that. It turns out well usually in the end, which is good, but I put too much on my plate, so I can't get them all worked on at once. In addition, as I showed in my last video, I was having some trouble hashing out the diorama for the Proteus, for the damaged one that I got. I did get some more supplies to help me work on that. I think I have the walls down pat, and I'm just going to show you real quick here what I have, and then hopefully within a few weeks I'll be back on that and getting that going once again. All right, let me show you what I have so far here. Alright, so I have the fiber optics glued into the back with some 5-minute epoxy, and that's dried. Just keeps them sealed. I'm not going to glue these on the back otherwise, except maybe tape them into place like I have here. We'll see. So I can, once I glue the two halves together, they'll be sandwiched between, and they're not going to be moving around, and they'll be working just fine. So there was a little bit of black showing through from the black the black painted. I'll probably have to paint through those before I stick the fiber optics through on the next one, but I just dabbed it with some white paint to disguise it. So let me go ahead and get a battery attached up to this, and I'll show you what these are going to look like. And they're going to be flashing, but not in the way that these are going to be. I have some more flashers coming. So all right, let me get that on there, and I'll show you what that's going to look like. Okay, and so here's kind of a test lighting, and some of those are blue and some of those are white, just to kind of give you an idea. They're supposed to be flickering. They're not really flickering that much, so these little units that I bought, kind of show you there, they're just some little wired-in tubes with LEDs and built-in flashers. They were supposed to flicker, but they don't really flicker that much. I want them to kind of twinkle in a way, so I want them to blink erratically throughout it to kind of simulate that nerve blinking, nerve activity, electricity. So I'm getting some other lights that will do a better job of that for me and kind of randomize it, but that kind of gives you an idea of how that's going to work. And those lights actually look a lot cooler without the camera. They don't have that blurred kind of look on them, so they're going to work out nicely and do the job I want. So that's going to be good. And those are actually flush, and I sanded them smooth so they're not sticking out at all. And once again, the camera kind of makes it look like they are, and they're not. So those are going to be pretty cool. And the nice thing about the fiber optics is I can put a lot more of them on there and use less lights. So I just have to come up with enough of them that I get a randomized blinking pattern. So probably about 8 or so should do it if they blink at a different rate. So that's what I'm looking to do, and then get that going. So let me go ahead and get a some of the blue, clear blue highlighting on this around the edges, and we'll do some more tests with this. All right, so as I showed in a previous video, I came up with a good idea to have the walls painted black first and then sandwiched between some little girders. And so this one came out well. I still have to paint it, and I have some fiber optics coming out of the bottom, and And what I did was I got some more lights in because the ones I had just weren't really flickering the way I wanted them to. So I got in some slow blinking lights, as you can see from this one. And I just have it kind of jerry-rigged right now in a tube, plastic tube that I put some electrical tape around to mask it, and it blinks at a nice slow rate. And I'll put the fiber optic in here in a second and show you that. I have several of those, and I have ones that are slow and ones that are normal blinking. The company that I use is it's a website called modeltrainsoftware.com. It's Evans Designs. Really good company. They're really great. If you have a question or you want something custom, you can always call them or email them, and they're really good to respond. I've ordered quite a bit from them, and they always give you this card for 40% off, or 15% off, sorry, a $40 or more purchase plus free shipping, so that's always great. And I always get at least $40 worth, so reasonably priced. They have all different types of LEDs, different sizes, the little tiny Pico and Nano chips and those kind of things, and they're pre-wired, which is great. Plus they also sell a lot of the other electronics. So for example, for this kit I got a 12 volt regulated adapter, wall adapter, and it even comes with a little plug that you can plug it into and wire it into your lights. So it's pretty much all set to go, which is really nice, reasonably priced. So what I'm going to do is I got 8 of the slow flashing cool white LEDs, and they're pre-wired, and then and they blink as I just showed you. And then I have another set of 6 of the normal flashing. So when I'm done, I'm gonna have roughly 10 or so of these tubes blinking at different rates. So when I wire in the different ones in separate little tubes, I'll get a nice flickering or twinkling effect. That's what I'm trying to go for that. So once I get that done, it'll be ready to go and go further with the diorama that I'm working on of the brain. So let me go ahead and I'll just temporarily put these inside of that just to show you what that's going to look like, or kind of give you an idea of it. All right, so I'm just holding those in for now, and all I have is this one wall, and it has 4, 8, 9 blinking lights, as you can see. And once I get that painted as well, they'll stand out more. Obviously they don't show up as quite as bright. They look brighter off of the camera, so but that's kind of a nice effect. Now just imagine that they're going to be blinking out of sequence at this rate, and some of them faster, some of them slower, so they'll have much more of a twinkling effect when I'm done. All right, and then some of them, like on the top and the edges, once I paint this the blue, the clear blue, those will be looking blue and twinkling as well, so they'll be a little different color. So all right, but that's going to give me what I want. I finally have the different electronics, the different parts, in order to get this kit going. So so once again, like I said, it's just a quick update. It might still be a few weeks before I get that going. Sorry about that. But I am still going to be working on that. I have not by any means given up on my Proteus, so just a little overextending myself. So stick in there, those of you who have been watching and my faithful subscribers, and I do appreciate you doing that. But keep watching for that. I will be returning to that soon, and I think it's really going to be great. All right, thanks a lot.